So this message is in regards to someone who feels as if, this process is just way too long. You feel like throwing in the towel. You feel like giving up. You feel like you've tried everything. You've done, like, I was a good and faithful servant, God. I've done what I could do. You feel like you're having a Job moment to whether you want to wither away. This message is for you. Don't give up. Don't give up. Let me tell you this. I've had a moment like that. I've had a moment to where I felt like I couldn't go no further. I felt as if, God, I'm just going through all kind of affliction. Nothing is going right in my life. Everything that can possibly go wrong is going wrong. Like I try to not think. Sometimes we try to not think about what it is that we're up against, what it is we're facing. We leave it in God's hands. But then to a point when it's like nothing is changing, you're faced to you're faced to just at some point it's like you're faced to really just look at the overall picture. It's like, God, where you at? Like, God, I've been trusting you. I've been having faith. I've been holding on. Like, what is going on? Like, I don't hear from you. Like, I'm getting messages and messages from others, but I don't hear from you. It's like you have left me alone. It's like I'm in last place. It's like, God, you called me, but where are you at? Like, I seen you at the beginning, but where are you at? You've left. Where are you at, God? I understand. I totally understand. And see, the thing is, God has not given up on you. Sometimes God goes silent because he needs you to sit in certain things, to die to your flesh. Sometimes he needs us to get rid of our impatience. He needs us to have patience for where he's getting ready to take us to. Just bottom line, he needs to know that, we can trust him. We can trust him. And when we say that we trust him and have faith in him, it's like, do you really, he's trying to see if you really trust him and if you can hold on and have patience. Can you be content? Even though I know it don't look good, God is with you in every step of the way. He sees what's going on. And I'm going to be honest with you. I had a moment to where, like, some of you may be having, or some of you may have had, a moment to where you feel like you don't want to go anymore. You don't want the promise. You don't want this stuff no more because you're tired and you're fed up and you're having a Job moment to where you just feel like you want to wither away. Like, God, I've been holding on this long. It's been years. It's been months. God, what is going on? Like, God is wanting you to hold on and keep pushing forward. Keep believing in what he's told you. You see, these videos that he gives us, they help uplift us when we're in need for them. Like when we are feeling down or we feel like we're all in this alone, God sends you a message from one of your brothers or sisters in Christ. He'll send you somebody. And see, this message to uplift you. This message is to let you know that you're not in this alone. You're not fighting this alone. You have other brothers and sisters who are in the same predicament or even worse. Sometimes we see the situation that we're sitting in, but we got to realize that it's people in way worse situations. It's people who are out here in the rain and it's raining today. It's people who don't have a roof over their head. It's people who don't have food on their table. And some of us may be struggling with food. Some of us, our finances are tight. Some of us are having marital issues, divorce issues. Some of us are having problems with our children. Some of us are fighting battles like custody battles. Some of us are, up against sicknesses. Our children are sick, or your family member is sick, or you may be sick. It's so much that can be going on, or you may be fighting an addiction or something. But this is the thing. You need to trust that God is going to do what he said he's going to do. He's not a God that should lie. And I know it sounds cliche. I know it does. And, even for me at times, I get down and I I get weary sometimes, and I start questioning God. Like, God, I know you see me in this situation. God, I know that you're up there watching me. Like, why are you allowing this to happen to me? Why are you allowing me to sit in this long? Like, I'm not learning anything from this, Father. Like, I've learned what I need to learn in this season, Father. Why are you torturing? It feels like torture. Like, why are you torturing me longer? Why is I'm sitting in this longer than I need to, Father? And the thing is, we don't know what God is trying to teach us. In that long suffering, in that period of waiting, in that period of feeling like you're not learning, you're going backwards, that's how I was feeling. Like, I felt like, God, me sitting in here is only making it worse for me. But in all reality, God could be working on your patience. He could be trying to show you something else. He could be trying to build your faith a little stronger. He could be trying to, get you to the bottom so that he can bring you all the way to the bottom to where you have nobody else to depend on but him. And when you get to that spot, he allows you to sit in it just a tad bit longer because he needs you to know that you don't need to go back to that place. It's going to be a feeling to where you never want to endure that space again. You never want to be back in that space again. So you're going to do everything in your might. When you feel like giving up and feel like throwing in a towel, you're not going to do it because you're going to remember that place. You're going to remember that spot you were in when you were at your lowest. You were at your lowest when you didn't have 2 pennies to rub together, 2 coins to rub together, no food on the table, when you were barely making ends meet. Like, you're going to remember that place and you're never going to want to go back to that place. So sometimes God has to bring you to the lows of the lows. Just it's not for him to see us hurting or see us like feeling like we're all alone or none of that. It's for teaching mechanism to teach us and to show us, to be a better version of ourselves. It's only going to strengthen you and mold you into be a stronger person, to be able to fight harder. You're learning how to fight harder when you're in situations like that. It's like God is stretching you. You thought that this was the bottom. And you couldn't go no lower. But see, God had to take you a little bit more lower. You was in this space right here. And you said, God, I can't do it no more. I throw in the towel, God. I don't want this no more. But God had to let you sit in that just a tad bit more longer to go a little bit more deeper. He needed to stretch you a little bit more deeper just to show you how you could survive still going as low as you did. God stripping you from everything. God, everything in your life just going haywire. Everything is up. It's just up. It's just, everything is just not going good for you. Everything in every area, it just looks dark. It just looks like God's hand is not in it. It looks like God has left you. It looks like you're the last to receive. It looks like God has forgotten about you, but he's blessing everybody else. It looks like that's the way that it looks. But God said, this, you're my child. And I know you can be stretched a little bit more. So I'm going to stretch you a little bit more. And I need you to endure. I need you to soak in what I'm doing at this moment. I need you to sit back instead of complaining about it, instead of getting out of position, instead of being angry with me. I need you just to relax. I need you to soak in what I'm doing so that you can be able to pull somebody else up out of this when they're going through situations like this. Because if you're feeling this, trust me, someone else may have felt this as well, and you're going to help them. You're lending a hand to them while they're in that spot. God has not forgotten about you, baby. God has not forgotten about you. God is going to do that very thing he said he's going to do. Have to stretch you that way. He has to pull and stretch a little bit. He's not going to allow you to sit in it longer than he sees fit for you. You see what I'm saying? God is getting ready to bless you. He's not going to leave you out. He's not going to leave you out. He's not going to do that. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. He wouldn't pull you out of bondage, out of slavery, just to leave you stuck in slavery and in bondage and in the wilderness. He wouldn't do that. He would not do that. If you stayed the course and you continue to fight, God is not going to, he's not going to do that. That's not his character to do that. It's not in his character. So sometimes we don't understand everything while it's happening. But one day when you finally are out of the situation, you will realize all of it was necessary. Now you see why God did what he had to do, why it took so long, how the transitions, now when he blessed you with it, how smoothly it happened. You didn't have to roar or fight for it. It happened smoothly. It happened organically. It happened naturally, supernaturally. You see, you didn't have to fight for it. Yes, you did have to fight and suffer for it, but at the same time, when I say fight for it, I mean like when it happens, it's going to be a smooth, he's working out the kinks. He's working out all the kinks to where it happens organically and smoothly, your blessings. It comes flowing in. It's not something that you have to physically like go back and forth with people for. No. He wants it to be peaceful. So it took that. He had to line everything up for you. So sometimes it does look like it's long suffering, and sometimes it is long suffering, but continue to fight the good fight, because you're not the only one. You're not the only one who had to endure it. And some of us had to endure it harder than others. So, just continue to fight the good fight. God loves you. I love you all. Stay encouraged. Always put God first. Stay connected to him. Until next time, guys. God bless you.